It's a smooth 98.1. Love music, love life on a Feel Good Friday morning. Ayokunmi right here, ready to take you into the world of business on the Smooth Breakfast. Yes, yes, yes. It's all about tech today. It's a Tech Friday, and that's what we always do every single Friday morning at this time. Welcome along to the ride. Great to have you on board as always. Joining me this morning to talk about a couple of interesting things is Rotus. Rotus, good morning to you. Great to have you in.
Hey, we've made it to the end of the week. Good morning, Ayo. Good to be with
In,
you.
indeed, we have. I mean, it seemed you just jumped in on me. So great to have you back. Let's talk about MetaConnect 2024. A lot of tech revealed, stuff about the future and so on and so forth. And what was the overall point of it, from your own point of view?
Yeah, well, Zuckerberg is ever innovating, and Meta has spent a lot of money. In fact, I think there are Reality Labs, which is their subdivision that has been making virtual reality headsets and partnering with Ray-Ban on augmented reality glasses. They're not yet making a profit. They're pouring billions into it. They're still very much in the research and development phase. But Zuckerberg is pushing ahead. He really steadfastly feels that the technology that they're going to be offering is going to change how human beings interact in the future. So the whole point of Meta Connect 2024 was to pretty much show people, okay, look, this is what we're working on. Some of it is not ready. Some of it is ready, just to keep the markets, investors, tech enthusiasts, and pretty much the world abreast of what is going on there. And I think it's necessary to do these things just so that people know, okay, what are these guys been working on? And here it is. So that was the point. It was a knowledge sharing session for the company.
Okay, now Zuckerberg also said that he wants Meta to be known as a social experiences company rather than a social media company. What exactly do you think he meant by that?
Yeah, there was this very interesting pod. I'll share it with you and anyone else who's interested. He was on a podcast, I think it's where he was asked this question, and he just started going in on how, look, it's beyond social media, it's all about the phones. You have to hold your phone squinting at a screen, and that it keeps you from going outside. Augmented reality is supposed to allow us to interact with our environment. And
Right.
we should very much be involved in the presence of other people, whether they are here physically with us or in another country or another part of wherever. So he feels that the future is about interacting with your environments and not being confined to the screen of a mobile phone for social media. So that's his belief as far as this whole social experiences thing is concerned.
Okay, now I know that at MetaConnect there was talk about the Meta Quest 3S. Now, what exactly did we learn about that? Because it looks like exciting stuff.
Yeah. So it's an virtual reality, augmented reality headset. It comes with controls. They've upgraded a few things. I think Batman Arkham Asylum is a game that comes packaged with it. They are basically it's augmented reality. So just for interacting with other people, whether you're playing boxing, frisbee, or you're playing video games, or watching movies, and documentaries and so on and so forth. Essentially, it's an upgrade, but it's still a headset that you have to put on your head. They're trying to make it a
Mm,
lot lighter. But where things are going now, Zuckerberg feels that it's glasses that are the future and not an actual virtual reality headset. But while he's saying that, he's still offering a headset for people to use. But I mean, you wear glasses, right? So he feels that that is where things need to go in the future. Something lighter that you won't feel disoriented after you've had it for over an hour or so and you take it off or whatever. So but yeah, the Meta 3S is their latest upgrade. They've had it already but they've upgraded a couple things, including adding video games and so on. And he says it's the best augmented reality headset on the market now, according to him.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna, pick on what you said about Zuckerberg talking about glasses being the actual future. I mean, that sounds all psychedelic and whatnot, but I mean, can they pack all that tech into a pair of glasses? I mean, come on.
Thank you. And that is it. It is, which is why I know we'll get to Orion in a moment, but it is very expensive. I mean, look, you are thinking about you've got the camera, you've got speakers, you've got a battery to keep it going. They added one thing for Orion, which I can't remember. I'll remember in a moment, but to pack all that stuff into a slim pair of glasses to where the glasses are not gigantic, to just miniaturize everything, it's incredibly expensive. And so you have to just build, and then see if you can, push everything into a smaller package. So they're still working. He says they've been working on this thing now for the past 10 years. So this is
Oh
since
wow.
2014. So that is, you can imagine how much time and money it takes, which is why they are very, very, I mean, how is Meta making money? They're making money from Facebook, they're making money from Instagram, ads, and so on. They're no ads yet on WhatsApp, but I can suspect that, that is coming in the near future. So they're still working, and that's how this whole technology advancement works. You just keep going until you get your polished product.
Right. Okay. Now I need to bring in Meta AI into this particular mix. There were some upgrades that were made here and there. Could you walk us through what some of those were?
Yeah, this was my favorite part of the presentation. And I'll say there's a CNET has a 12-minute summary of everything. I'll send it to you. If anybody else is interested, I'll send it to them as well. Meta AI it's more interactive now. There was one particular demonstration they made where you can create your own avatar in your likeness and it will answer questions on your behalf. So it's not just speaking to a machine and then you just see lines moving and it talks back to you. So he brought a creator and then they're really thinking about the
Mm,
creator a community. So this guy is an author, I think an illustrator or whatever. I think they were asking him about a new book. So he basically created, an image of himself in his actual likeness. When Zuckerberg started talking to, tell me about your new book, tell me about this, tell me about that. And it answered him like the guy. So you can basically, it's almost like think of it like a customer service thing where you can set up your own avatar. Or the two of us now, in this reading future now, our two avatars will be hosting this show, which I don't know, would that put us out of a job? I don't know. But that was this, and then there was a language conversion thing, which was really cool. So you can maybe speak, they put on the glasses, you could speak to me in Yoruba and your AI will translate it to English to me and I speak back to you. So it was really cool. They did this demonstration in Spanish, for instance. Zuckerberg spoke English to a Spanish guy. It spoke in Spanish. When the Spanish guy spoke in Spanish back to him, he spoke in English back to Zuckerberg.
English.
So
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
really, really pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Mm. Okay, now there were also upgrades to the Ray-Ban glasses. What exactly was showcased? I mean, we've talked about glasses already, but the Ray-Ban glasses
Yeah.
upgrades. What's up with that?
Yeah. So with Ray-Ban, they just made it more stylish. There was a more transparent. I think there was an issue with not being able to see people's eyes. So the shades themselves are lighter and thinner. And then really it was just a design upgrade. They look more fashionable. Now it is not what Ray-Ban is able to do is fine. It can film for you. You can tap it. There'll be a red light telling people that look, this thing is recording you right now. And it's supposed to allow you to be able to do a few light things. It's not as advanced as Orion, but really it was more of a fashion upgrade for the Ray-Ban glasses and just basically making them a little thinner and a little lighter.
Okay, you've mentioned Orion a couple of times now. What exactly is going on with that?
Yeah, that is where I mean Zuckerberg said it is the most advanced augmented reality glasses ever made. He said right now that it's still a prototype. It's way too expensive to bring to market. They're still trying to see how they can reduce it. But that's where you got everything. You can do the AI translations. There's a speaker on there. And then I think it's called the word I forgot what it was called, but it's a wrist neural interface. So apparently you wear a band around your wrist, whether you're left or right-handed, And if you are working with glasses and so basically you have a computer in front of you. I have my laptop in
Hmm.
front of me. That's why we're interacting. It can project your desktop in front of you. I mean, all other glasses have been able to do that. But to be working like this in a place where nobody can see what you're doing, you kind of look kind of funny, right? So
Oh,
the
oh
the
yes.
wrist, yeah, the wrist neural interface allows you to keep your hands down and move your fingers, and you can move your desktop or whatever it is you're working on in front of you. So it's really high tech stuff that they're working on. They've with the glasses, but they're not ready yet. He says that it's still too expensive and they still have to pack so much more tech into them.
I was just about to mention that all these things sound super expensive. I mean, how is the common man out there supposed to be able to afford all these things eventually,
Right.
when they eventually hit the market? But you know what? We'll deal with that when we get there, which leads me to just wondering, will augmented reality actually, make a practical difference in our lives on a day-to-day? Will it? Or is it just fancy
Well, I
stuff?
mean, the way he's putting it in terms of education, distance learning, I know I'm bringing in another company, Apple Vision Pro. Apple had this World War II documentary for their virtual reality headsets. And it was really something else. You're basically immersed in on the beaches of Normandy where the
Mm,
soldiers stormed ahead. So you are inside the actual wars. I mean, they're not going to show you dead bodies or anything like that, but it's so for the purpose of learning, I guess it's supposed to be more interactive. Then meetings, not having to use actual hardware like laptops if you are working. You can also, I think, remember, as he said, you can pair. They had a partnership with Microsoft where using Orion, you can pair your laptop with the glasses, so you can pull up your laptop or your computer in front of you, access documents, and just work remotely wherever you are. So I wonder about the future of computers if that's the case, because he thinks that's where the future lies. So I think in terms of productivity for work, education, and then maybe even for medical issues, if telemedicine can be advanced, talking to a doctor, having your internal organs, your vitals sent from the glasses to whoever you're talking to. So I think that's where things are trending to.
all right. Let's take a message as we bring the show to a close. Taya says, please, we don't need adverts on WhatsApp. Imagine wearing expensive glasses and it's not for medical reasons. Technology can actually look into this. All right.
Good
Taya
point. I agree.
doesn't want
Yeah.
adverts, but hey, but if Mark says there will be, pretty much you can do at the end of the day.
And
All
plus,
right, all
people have
right.
businesses and sell stuff on WhatsApp. So I'm sure if you're a business owner, you probably want to get there where you can get your ads out there. So we'll see how it works.
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you so much, Rotus, for joining me for a Feel Good Friday morning. Great having you throughout the week.
Thanks, man. Catch you guys next week. Take care.
All right, you take care. And of course, thanks so much for being a part of Business Express. Keep it tuned. Smooth Breakfast will continue as we get along to the 7:30 hour for Freshly Pressed.